In this week's blog post and podcast episode, we explore how automation can build trust rather than break it. Your silent salesman must be authentic.
All right, let's talk about something that's, well, it's a huge paradox at the heart of business today. The more we automate, the more our customers seem to crave a real human touch. So we're going to break down how to get this crucial balance just right.
This quote right here just nails it. The more digital things get, the more human we need to act. I know, it sounds like a contradiction, right? But it's honestly the new rule for building a brand that people actually connect with and love. So let's unpack that.
I want you to think about your automation, your chatbots, your email workflows, not as background tools, but as your silent salesperson, because that's what they are. This isn't just for sending receipts anymore. It's the new front door to your business. It's the first handshake, the very first impression, and it's shaping your brand's reputation before a human ever even enters the picture.
Okay, but what happens when that silent salesperson gets it wrong? Well, it's not just a glitch or a bug in the system. It's a fundamental breach of trust. And to really get why this hurts your business so much, we've got to look at a little bit of brain science. You see, trust isn't just some fluffy, abstract idea. It's a real biological reaction. When our experiences are consistent, when they're predictable, when we feel safe and, actually understood, our brains release chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. These are literally the building blocks of loyalty. Good automation reinforces this with every single interaction.
And then there's the dark side, cognitive friction. We've all felt this. It's that chatbot sending you in an endless loop, or that email that feels so cold and robotic it's almost insulting. That little jolt of frustration you feel, that's not just a minor annoyance. It's a powerful signal to your brain to back away, telling you, hey, this place, it can't be trusted.
And here's the real kicker. This entire judgment happens in the blink of an eye. Seriously, neuropsychologists call it thin slicing. Before our conscious brain can even process what it's reading, our subconscious has already made a snap judgment based on the visuals, the tone, and the timing. Trust is won or lost in milliseconds.
So if we know bad automation obliterates trust, how do we build good automation? Well, the answer is to basically flip the script. We need to move from thinking just about the tech to thinking about the human on the other end. Let's call it the human algorithm.
Now, the goal here is not to create AI that perfectly imitates a person. Let's be honest, that's kind of creepy, and it rarely works. The real goal is to build technology that honors human psychology. It's all about creating an experience that feels clear, reassuring, and empathetic, even when we know we're interacting with a machine.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's not about being a perfect human impersonator. It's about respect. That one little shift in perspective, it changes everything about how we should be designing our systems.
Okay, theory is great, but let's get practical. How do we actually do this? We're going to walk through a simple playbook for putting these ideas into action, and we'll start with something as simple as the words we use.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, you got this cold, sterile, robotic confirmation. Your request has been received. Okay, but on the right, the whole tone is different. It starts with gratitude, thanks. It gives you assurance, we've got your message, and it adds that human touch, someone from our team. Same information, but the emotional impact is night and day.
And it's not just about the words. The visual design of your automation is sending these powerful subconscious signals. Soft, natural colors just feel calmer, more trustworthy. Rounded, friendly fonts feel more approachable. And having plenty of white space, that signals clarity and confidence. Your design is talking to your users before they even read a single word.
And look, this isn't just some fluffy design theory. The data actually backs this up. Optimizing these little visual cues for psychological trust can lead to a 12 to 18% higher completion rate on forms and checkouts. That is a huge lift, and it's not from changing the product, just changing how the experience feels. But maybe the most powerful trust builder of all is just radical transparency. Don't try to trick people into thinking your chatbot is a person named Brenda. Just be upfront about it. Better yet, explain why you're using automation. Maybe it's to get them a faster answer. The key takeaway here is so important. People will almost always forgive a machine for being imperfect, but they will never forgive you for being dishonest.
So how do we operationalize this? Empathy has to be more than a buzzword. You got to bake it right into your tech. This means doing things like integrating emotional triggers in your CRM to know when a customer is frustrated. It means training your AI on real conversations to understand sentiment, not just keywords. Using empathy mapping in your testing and automating simple feedback loops to show people you're actually listening. It's all about making your tech emotionally aware.
So, let's zoom out. Why does all of this matter so much, especially right now? Well, it's simple. In a world that's getting more and more automated by the second, your humanity is becoming your single greatest competitive advantage.
And this isn't just about customer service anymore. Check this out. Even Google's AI search is getting in on the act. Its algorithm now heavily rewards what it calls EEAT, and that last T stands for trustworthiness. This means the very same things that build trust with your customers, clarity, honesty, empathy, are now critical for just being seen online. The machines are finally learning to value what humans have valued all along.
And really, that's what this all boils down to. It's the ultimate takeaway. Sure, technology can scale your reach to millions of people in an instant, but only humanity can scale your relationship with them.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about for your own business. Is your automation amplifying your humanity, or is it replacing it? Take a hard look at that silent salesperson. Is it making your brand feel more connected and trustworthy, or is it just creating distance? The answer to that question might just define your future. Thanks for tuning in.